right, and we're back. Thank you for tuning in to ESQ-Astro Sauce. I am ESQ-Astro or ESQ. Had some technical difficulties. My laptop was down for a minute, so we missed a few of the dailies for, I guess, about a week. And so I'm going to come back on this Monday strong with a collective reading. We are doing a little bit of astrology in the reading today. I've got my crystal clear quartz here in the sign of Gemini so that we kind of channel that energy into the reading since that's the season we're in. So I'm going to start to do a little bit of astrology mixed with the tarot, as I've kind of been doing with some of the videos, but get just a little more extensive and maybe explaining some of the archetypes that are coming out in the cards when it comes to particular signs energy. Okay, so we always call in the ancestors, the Most High, and my spirit guides to give me the clearest reading for you guys as far as my interpretation. And then again, I do ask that you use your own interpretation to look at the daily overview where you can just see the full spread and then kind of break it down for yourself, or use what I give as a guide, but again use your own interpretation or deeper interpretation based upon what you see. Called mind, body, and spirit. For that first incoming card, we have the Hermit upright. Okay, so Hermit upright, definitely in a position showing that we're starting off the week with some good balance. Today is Monday. I'm going to build up. I feel there's a good card coming in. Yep, there's that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and I did that second knock because I just feel like starting the week in the upright. This is going to be a week that actually builds up. Okay, so I didn't get to do the Sunday reading normally to do the 7-day spread. So we'll take these first 7 cards as those 7 days. And we'll start with yesterday. So I would say yesterday was a pretty balanced, even day. Okay. And as we come into today, being a number 8 day physically, because we are at the 8th of June, it can be considered a money day. Although the universal date, let's see, that is the 6 plus the 8 is 14, which is 5 plus the 10. So it's really a 6. Universal day, which still can be a personal money day. So look over your personal finances, make sure things are in order, especially in Gemini season. We can tend to have that fluctuation during an air season. I'm not sure how it's been where you guys are, but been a lot of rain, windy, things of that nature where I'm at. So the winds of change are definitely amongst us. So just keep your eyes peeled. Let me bring some of that light in. The sun's finally starting to shine out here. So yeah, that looks better. So next card coming out is going to be the Magician in reverse. Okay. So Magician in reverse with that Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely going to be turning somebody's magic around. Okay. It's going to also have somebody in a place to, again, be in a reserving of their powers and energies to see how others actually put things forward. Next card coming out is the World card, yeah, and that's in the upright. Okay, so World card coming in the upright at the Magician, yeah, this is definitely bringing about some real good change, I would say. Magician only card in reverse, and again, Magician is one of the cards like the Star card in reverse. It's also a good card. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Next card coming out for second row is the Strength card upright, clarifying the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, somebody stepping back into their power, definitely using their strength in a good way to manifest some changes. Next card coming out, the Emperor in reverse. And that Emperor in reverse clarifying half of the wheel. And the Magician in reverse. Yeah, I would say this is somebody that's definitely contemplating a situation or something at hand that has to be made a decision on. Or somebody's actually refraining from using their power or overusing their power. Okay, the Strength card coming first, and then the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, somebody's in their strength and in their power, but again, being in a wise position with the Magician in reverse. Again, this person is using that to their advantage and not overstepping a particular boundary. Next card coming out, the Star in reverse. See, so it wasn't unlikely that the Star card would come out. I didn't think it would come in reverse though. So that's an interesting one to end out that second deck because that's giving us our 7 days. Okay. So yeah, a lot is being reversed. A lot is in the changes, and I would say some of this is unseen with the Hermit's back to a lot of what's actually going on. Okay. So a lot of this can come from an unseen place. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that Saturday would get us that star card in reverse, which again can again be putting us back out there when it comes to our star power, or putting us in a place to reserve, as we may have greater things coming up that we are concentrating on within that energy and that time space. Okay. Plus, we have that new moon coming next Sunday on the 14th, 15th. So yeah, that new moon in Gemini is definitely going to be a renewal for a lot of people, especially when it comes to communications, things that have to do with community, home. A lot of people can be moving as we are getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde, which Mercury rules Gemini, and that Mercury retrograde will happen right on June 28th. So we're going into the pre-shadow starting around the 12th. So yeah, this week has a lot of deep impact when it comes to changes. So I wasn't surprised that the world card came out. So coming out with the next card is the High Priestess upright. Okay, and not far fetched there. Okay, next card coming out is the Moon in reverse. Okay, and then to top things off, we have the Hierophant upright. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to build out the reading, especially after that star came in reverse. So we have pretty much an even reading so far. Okay, let me just look over things here. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's a dominant upright reading, basically. The reversals are definitely looking like more of a reserve. I would even say maybe secrets or things that are just again hidden and things that you can't see that are going on and manifesting. And this could be, you know, again, a place where you've kind of done all you can do. So now you just have to wait for other people to make motions, which it really looks like, again, with the preservation of this energy after the will comes in. Is definitely saying something is being preserved or held back, or again, other things may be going on in the background that again are not up to you. It's up to other people, and you have to wait for them to make those decisions to actually bring forth those changes. Okay, or even maybe the decisions they make put you in a place to have to make a decision to bring forth the changes. So again, these are always when things are always in the good, there's always a reciprocation. Okay, there's always a question and answer that continues going on and on. When things are redundant or things are stagnant, it continues to be the same question and maybe different answers based upon where you're at. But again, if it's always the same question, then to me that's not a good thing, because one question should lead to the next question to the next question. You know what I mean? It should be a reciprocal thing. If I ask a question, you should be able to give an answer and then retort with the question as well. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be something that we're building on, not something that we're stuck on. So, and this seems like one of those type of situations. It may be even something to do with a business deal or business partnering. I'm seeing relationship in some ways, but it looks like more like business or maybe something at work. Um, looking at the wheel playing into that second place after the Hermit. But it's definitely having something to do with home, with the moon showing up again. That's that Cancer card. So the moon in reverse, it could be things that are going on outside the home that are affecting the home. Okay, so we have to realize that as well. Bottom of the deck, we're going to come with the Hangman in reverse. Okay, so yeah, I would say this is definitely a situation where somebody's becoming unstuck. but putting themselves in like a pause type position to, I don't know, reveal a secret, bring something to light that's going on outside the home that now affects the home, but really put you in the hierarchy and frees you. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of good energy this week when it comes to luck. So you could be doing something outside or around the home that affects the home with the moon in reverse. And it could be from that higher place of wisdom with the high priestess in that same role. So I didn't even look at it that way. Kind of looking at it based on the situation I got going on, but I'm not going to get into that. We'll clarify with the gods of Egypt and see what they have to say. Get you guys some clarification. I think this personally. I think this is like straight up prosperity reading. Somebody's having some needs met in a way, and yeah, things are moving forward. I would say in a good way financially, but there's somewhat of a halt, I guess, in how maybe things are being dispersed or what would be the next steps based upon this windfall that could be coming in. So I would say the main thing is if it's got to do with work, stand in your strength and your power, confide in the people that you need to, because that high priestess is showing somewhat of counsel as well as with the hierophant coming out to clarify the high priestess. That's definitely higher spiritual counsel or higher ups, in the company, people that actually will be in position to help you, and not people who may exaggerate your stories, under or over exaggerate them, or may not present you in the best light to people who can actually help you. So it may be to your best advantage, to step up for yourself. I definitely see that in the reading. So just be mindful of that. All right, coming out with the gods of Egypt clarifier, we have being ordinary in the reverse. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely something not not ordinary, I would say, because if that's being ordinary, then if it's in the reverse, it's the total opposite. With the star card reverse right there with it, as well as the moon card, yeah, this could be something abnormal that happens to really, really change things and turn things around. I would say by Thursday, you'll definitely know that. Yep. By Thursday, going into Thursday, that strength, that world card is affecting somebody's power. And if it's in the upright, it's something good. But again, it's a reversal of this person conserving their energy based upon this magic that they've done to cause this change. Or the magic they're reserving and letting other things come into play. Yeah, this is a good one, guys. Bottom of the deck, we have the wisdom card. Yep. So overall, wisdom is going to be shining. You know, setting that right there next to the star card in reverse, but they're both looking the same way. Again, this magician, this star, this emperor in reverse, they're all one person, and I believe it's something within the energy that they're reserving, based upon something good, something of a higher spiritual nature that, to me, either can't be explained, shouldn't be explained, or shouldn't be questioned, but will manifest in the wheel and big change coming with that wheel, and somebody again being put back to a place of hierarchy as the hierophant, being freed, being in a place of not being ordinary, but being wise, with that unique distinction. Because being ordinary is the opposite of being unique. Okay, so if something is a unique one of one, that's not ordinary. That's pretty unique. But if there are 1,000 of these, then it's not so unique, because it's pretty ordinary that I'd be able to find one out of 1,000. As opposed to a one of one. Kind of shuts down the whole thing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, this is an awesome reading. Somebody's got a nice flow pattern that they're in. I would say abundantly, financially, and something either is steadily turning and earning, or something has been being put into so much that the bank's gonna break, and something's gonna fall into your lap pretty nicely. But again, use your star power, use your magic, use your top priority as the emperor to reserve certain energies, and again, seek that higher counsel if necessary when it comes to how you move forward with the next moves with such an abundance coming in. How do we disperse that in the right way? Okay. So that's ESQ-Astro for today. Like, share, subscribe. I'm also going to do the overview for the short for the day. That way, for you guys who want to look at the deeper meanings, which I see a lot, I'm just not going to go there. Just want to say, thanks for tuning in. And again, check out the short if you want to get the overview. And then I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Peace.